It was the fall from grace that exploded in the headlines and broke hearts here in Madison.
As the world now knows, Suzy Favor Hamilton, the most decorated athlete in UW history, was living a shocking double life.
Well, Susan Siman sat down with Suzy at her home in California to talk about the release of her new memoir, Fast Girl.
Hi, Michelle and Eric. By now, I think most people have either heard or read about the details about what Suzy did. She's been all over national outlets this week talking about the 10 months that she spent as an escort in Las Vegas. But what we haven't heard is what her life looks like today and where she goes from here. And that's what we're hoping to share tonight.
You know, it's a very laid-back life. Going to run on the beach every day or every other day, and I do a lot of walking here. I feel very fortunate to be able to transition into this different world. There's Kylie's favorite ice cream place.
She's trying to get our attention.
Are you trying to get us ice cream?
2 years after the scandal that nearly destroyed her life, Suzy Favor Hamilton is starting over, building a new life with her family in Southern California.
Having a fresh start at age 47 and age 9, soon to be 10.
Suzy and her husband Mark bought a house in Los Angeles that's walking distance to the beach, a move that's so new they're still living without furniture. Suzy and I sat down to talk just as the massive media unveil of her new book began. Well, Suzy, you are really putting yourself out there. Why are you doing that?
You know, it was really difficult, but I want to so badly help people that don't have a voice right now, who can't speak up about mental illness.
Suzy Favor Hamilton seemed to have it all American beauty, athletic talent, a happy marriage to her college sweetheart, and a healthy young daughter. But she jeopardized it all for sex, the tragic result, Suzy says, of undiagnosed bipolar disorder.
There's so many things that, as somebody with bipolar, you don't see that you're doing anything wrong. It comes across as very selfish, but you're doing whatever you possibly can do to maintain that high.
Are you blaming what you did on your disease?
Absolutely not. I do not blame bipolar for what I did. I knew exactly what I was doing. But then looking back also, if I was never on that drug Zoloft, I would have never had the hypersexuality, without a doubt.
How vulnerable are you to returning to this life? Are you cured or are you in remission?
To be real, I have to tell it like it is. To say that I will never struggle, I will never find coping mechanisms that are wrong would be a lie. Does it mean I'm going to go back to escorting? No. But I do know when I'm in my deep days, there's days that are dark, the first thing I think about is, how can I feel good again?
Today, Suzy finds healing by being by the ocean with her daughter, Kylie. Does your daughter know your story?
She does. She knows my story. Appropriate for a 9-year-old would know.
Well, when she gets a little bit older, what will you tell her?
You know, like I said, she knows what happened. She knows what I did. The thing is with Kylie now, the chances of her bipolar are 10%. If both parents have it, 50%. So if Kylie, for instance, did get bipolar, she has the best parents in the world that know what to look for.
Suzy and her husband Mark are still married and trying to put the past behind them.
We're fortunate because we've had the support especially from our friends in Madison.
People in Wisconsin are most affected by your story because you're one of us and we are so invested in your success and we have skin in the game when it comes to you. So do you feel like there's anything you want to say to the people in Wisconsin specifically who you may have disappointed?
Right. I think the biggest thing is that I'm so sorry. I always get emotional at this point, but I think if people can take out of this the strength that I've shown, that's a better role model, is somebody who can come from the deepest depths and claw their way out of that and fight. and say, I want to have a good life. I deserve a good life too. I'm not going to let my life end because of this. I think that's the true role model.
And as for what the future holds, Suzy hopes eventually to do more public speaking. She feels she has a greater message now than she's ever had in her life. But Eric and Michelle, her first priority right now and where she's focusing her energy is being a good mom and a good wife.
Very honest discussion there about what she's dealt with. She's been through a lot.
She has been accountable for her actions, and she sought professional help. And those two things alone will serve her well as she tries to repair the damage from all of this.
Well, we certainly wish her well, and brave conversations for her to share so much with you. Really fascinating stuff. Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.